Hey y'all, so it's your girl Everything Else, named Elz Rachel. But right now I'm gonna be answering questions that I've been getting a lot of questions, right? And so I had a great idea to just put it on YouTube where I answered 25 of y'all questions. So I just wrote them out as y'all sent them to me. The first 25 I just put down no matter how invasive and intrusive it is. So sit back, relax, and just enjoy me. So, here we go with the first question. I hope I can read my handwriting. What was your most embarrassing moment? All right. So, I was in high school. This was right after Katrina. I was in high school. Oh, Lord, forgive me. My bra is itching my nipples, baby. So this was right after high school. Right after high school. What am I saying? That's childish. This was right after Hurricane Katrina, and we was at West Jeff High, girl, and it was a pep rally, right? And so in a pep rally, you be in the gym or whatever, and the whole school's in there, the band's in there, the football players, they had a DJ. It was packed with the whole student body. So I got there a little late. I don't know why I was running late, but I felt like I was cute with my little apple bottom jeans. It was dressed down there too. I had on my little fur boots. Mind y'all was year 2005, so don't worry about it. My friends was sitting at the top of the bleachers and they was like, "Oh, come on, Leah, we got a seat for you. Come at the top. Come sit at the top." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So I just thought I was so cute. I flung my hair back. I got all the way to the top of the bleachers, and it was raining that day. It was like raining and sleety. I got all the way to the top of the bleachers. My foot slipped and I tumbled backwards. My head hit the bleachers. Do. Fell down on. I landed in a puddle of nasty, sloppy, icy, sleety water. It was cold and raining. The DJ stops the music and was like, "Oh Lord, somebody help this girl up. She done fell." The whole football players, like the student bodies around me, was like, "Oh shit, my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my goodness." Oh. When black people laugh, we gotta do the most. They're like, "Oh." I literally was like, "No, leave me here to die. Please, like, nobody touch me. Just let me die. Just please, let me die." They didn't know. They really got me up, and that really made me even more upset. So that was my most embarrassing moment. I'm hitting the damn light. Y'all, just, oops. My light blinking. I don't even know what that means. Did I touch something? Oops. Oopsie. What was your response when you got pregnant? Y'all, when I got pregnant, hold on. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, you know what? It's probably trying to connect to the Bluetooth. Y'all, I just got this light today, so I don't know how it works or what it's doing. So anyway, Lord, I don't rip the paper. What was your response when you got pregnant? Y'all, I thought I was 15 and pregnant, okay? I'll never forget, my knees got weak. My booty crack started sweating. It was just, I had started sweating between my boobs, girl. I just really was like, "Oh my gosh, this can't be serious." Because I really, I knew what I was doing with my husband, but I just really did not think. You would have really thought I was 16 and pregnant. I really was panicking, like, what am I going to do? And we're financially stable. We got our own home. We got our own cars. I don't know why I was acting like that. We were married. We've been together 10 years. I'm just like, why are you acting like this? Calm down. But at the initial shock walk, I think I was happy. I was nervous. But when I first found out, I was really in shock. I really didn't even, I knew it was going to be negative so much to the point where I woke up at like 10 o'clock that morning. I threw up. I was sick. And let me just take a pregnancy test. I pissed on the test, set it on the side, went to the kitchen, cooked breakfast, ate it, sat down, watched 2 episodes of Grey's Anatomy, and was like, oh yeah, I got a pregnancy test in there. Let me go see this negative ass test. Girl, picked up that test and literally I went pale. My blood stopped flowing to my legs. I just was like, oh my goodness. Do you like living in NOLA? It has its perks. It got its up and down. Like, New Orleans is okay. You know, like, there's no place like our culture, our food, like our city, the Mardi Gras parades, just everything, especially the food, baby. I done visited a lot of places, and that food do not be good, baby. I just be like, y'all eating trash out there. Get me back home, please. Okay? Who's your person? Zelly is my person. He's my person. That's the person who I tell everything to. What do you do for fun? Mommy. I'm mommy. That's what I do for fun now. But I do stage plays too. I love being on stage. I love acting and performing. So, you know, being an actress is always going to be my first love. Who has influenced you the most in your life? So many people. You know, a lot of my inspiration from my video comes from outside people, and they kind of inspire me to do what I do. So the world, experiences, just everything around me kind of influences me. That was a question, huh? Influence? Yeah, I don't know why I say inspire. Disregard me. I'm here sleeping. What was your best birthday? I really don't know. I really don't know. I guess since I got older, birthdays are not like, oh my God, birthdays, you know. I would have to say my best birthday as of now would be my 6th grade. I had a princess party, y'all. I invited like 25 girls to my 6th grade sleepover at my mom and dad's house. So much fun. I think every little girl deserves to have like a princess sleepover. And I overdid mine, girl. We played games all night. It was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. My mom and dad was livid when they saw all them girls pull up. And I stayed up the whole night. I never went to sleep at all. Me and another one of my friends stayed up all night. How often do you and your husband have sex? Before the baby or after? Because the baby put a cramp in the style, baby. I'm telling you. You think y'all be having sex? I don't know how many new parents are having sex still, because it's literally getting where you fit in. That's really how it is. Like, oh my God, he fell asleep. Hurry up, let's get a little quickie in. But don't wake him. Or you gotta be quiet. Let's go to the bathroom. Like, oh my God, shh, shh. Be quiet, bend over. Turn around. Like, it's just a really, I guess it make it fun because it's kind of spontaneous. You never know when it's gonna happen. Oh my God, he just dozed off, get ready, you know. And sometimes he'll wake up in the middle of us trying to do it. It's just a lot. Man, parenting is hard. You don't get enough credit. How is breastfeeding? I really want to lie and just say, oh, it's so like everybody else do. Everybody's always lying and being like, oh, it's so magical and it's amazing and oh, it's just a great experience, and which it is, but it's still a lot of work. You have to think about it like this. I am 100% a human pacifier. I'm a nook. I'm his food supply. I'm his comforter. So you never get a break. Mommies really deserve everything in the world. We deserve $1.6 billion a day, and they just don't give it to us. This is the hardest job I've ever done. And when you breastfeed, it makes it 1,000 times harder because nobody can really take him or her off your hands because they want that nipple. If I could chop off my boob and give it to my husband, I would. And I'm not exaggerating. Breastfeeding is a full-time exhausting job, and we just don't get paid enough for it. I'm gonna just be honest. How old are you? I'm 29. I'll be 30 this year. So if you have friends, check on your 1991 friends because we make 30 this year. If y'all are wondering, I am throwing this paper on the ground. Like, I'm going to sweep it though. Don't be like, they're trifling ass throwing that paper on the ground. I'm going to sweep it up though. If you can tell your 16-year-old self some advice, what would you say? I would say, girl, take your time. I would say, girl, he do not love you. I would say, girl, stop sneaking out. I would say, you gonna get in trouble for that. Calm down. Um, take your time. Don't be in a rush to grow up. And live in a moment. Enjoy this time. There's gonna be a time when you wanna go back to this space and you won't be able to. So just live in a moment. Enjoy yourself. You deserve it. And don't take yourself so serious. You know, you have a lot of growing to do. You're not an adult. Stop rushing to be an adult. Well, I would tell myself so much stuff. It's really killing me that I'm throwing this on the ground. Like, don't judge me, yo. But yeah, I would tell myself so much stuff. How was your honeymoon? Amazing. It was really amazing. We went to Mexico. I was going to say Mexico, but Mexico sounds more exotic. So Mexico was amazing. Long walks on the beach, romantic dinners, massages. I don't know if y'all seen our honeymoon suite because I posted it a little while, but when I was on my honeymoon, I posted it, but the tub was sitting right like on the balcony where you can slide open the doors and just be outdoors. Shout out to our travel agent, Leah. Her name is Metamorphosis Travel. Metamorpho Travel she did an amazing job. Like, as soon as we got off the plane, we had somebody pick us up right from the airport, bring us straight to our all-inclusive resort. I'm talking about unlimited liquor. As soon as you walk through the door, they got pina colada daiquiris waiting for us. It's just spa days. All the food is free. It's just, I deserve to be treated like that every day. Every mother deserves to be treated like that. Mothers who take care of their children deserve to be treated like that. You really do. Do you cook? If so, what kind of things do you cook? I do cook. I cook everything. My friends call me Rachel Ray. They always be like, you be throwing down in the kitchen. You're so domestic. Now, since I had my son, I ain't gonna lie, I put a damper on her cooking, but I cook all types of stuff. Smothered pork chops, red beans and rice, jambalaya, fried fish, fried chicken, snap beans, collard greens. It don't matter. I cook all of it. Chinese food. I know how to make like shrimp fried rice, crab ragoons. Lamb chops is one of our favorites, and steak. I love lamb chops. I make crawfish stuffing, stuffed bell peppers, macaroni and cheese. I do so much stuff. Did the babies interfere with your sex life? It absolutely did. I just talked about that. I don't know how people with children, and I heard that when their children get older, you really don't have a sex life, because when they start walking, they start coming into your bedroom. I had a friend who told me that when her child started walking, he probably was like 5 or 6 at this time. He started putting a credit card in the door and unlocking the door. Like, they would lock the door so they could, get their adult time and they had sex. And she said her child was really sticking a credit card in the lock and unlocking the door. I said, you know what? Throw the whole sex life away. How is it being a new mommy? It's tiring but amazing. I would say it's so rewarding. Just like my honeymoon, this is kind of like an experience where I want to soak everything in, because the moment just goes, it's pure bliss, but at the same time you don't want it to end. And it's like, this time I'm not going to give back. Like, he's growing every day, and even though I have so much exciting things to look forward to, I miss him being an infant, but every day is a new adventure, because I love to see him like holding his neck up or rolling over or eating his first little baby food meal. So it's rewarding, but it's also very exhausting and very tiring. Did you experience postpartum? Of course. Of course. At times I have to question myself, like, is this postpartum? Is this normal? I'm not sure, because I'm just new to it. And it comes in waves. It really does. Some days are better than others. Some days it's like, when I first got pregnant, I felt behind. I felt like everybody was opening these new business and taking on these new tasks and just traveling and doing adventures. Even in the middle of a pandemic, they were still hustling. Like, and I just felt left behind, because I'm like, I just had a baby. I can't really do much of anything right now. I had to turn down a lot of gigs and a lot of events. So I just felt really left behind. And a part of me was just feeling depressed. I really was like, who am I? Like, what's my purpose? Am I just Zayd's mom now? Or am I just Zelly's wife? Like, where do I fit into this equation? Like, how do I shake back, But it's a growing process. I feel like I'm coming back. Describe your labor. Baby, ain't enough film in this goddamn camera to describe that labor. That was the worst pain of my life. I did 38 hours with no epidural, no pain medicine. It was just me, my midwife, and my husband. And I was supposed to have a doula, but you know, we was in the middle of a pandemic and they didn't allow us to have a doula at the time. So we took all the classes. We took all the Lamaze classes. We took the breathing classes. We took doula classes because I knew they wasn't gonna let us have a doula. So I was like, me and him need to be prepared since I'm doing a natural birth. That was the plan, to do the natural birth. Why? That was stupid. It felt like somebody had reached down in my stomach, grabbed my vagina, and was pulling it apart. That's how it felt. I never felt pain that went all the way down to my feet in my life. Like my feet were curling from the pain. I remember getting up, going to the bathroom, and I was shaking. And I remember Zelly was like, "Are you cold?" I was like, "No, I'm in that much pain." I was like, "No, no, no." I just remember crying and crying and crying. But it's not a kind of pain where it's not like a crying pain. I was just crying because it was just too much for me to handle at the time. But it's more like I want to fight a bitch pain. Like it's really anger and pain. Like I would never do labor birth, natural birth again. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could be just be like, oh, it's amazing and I would love to have that experience. I'm glad I did have that experience, but that experience isn't for me. Give me the drugs. How is married life? It's amazing. It really is. Just like anything, it has its ups and downs. I mean, me and Zella been together for 10 years. It'll be 11 on July 23rd. We've been together. Not much has changed because we've been living together since we were 20. So we've been living together for a while. So not much has really changed. But it's nice to know that your best friend is always there. Like y'all want to be in this together for the rest of y'all life. And that's comforting to know. But I will tell you this, marriage is a job. Every day we get up and we clock into that job. And then you never clock out. When your eyes close, maybe you out. But when you wake up in the morning, you clocking right back in. And you're doing your job as a wife or a husband, you know, relying on each other, being there for each other. And even in the midst of being angry with each other, you still are on your duty of being a wife or a husband, you know. And that could get trying sometimes and difficult, but at the end of the day, I still wouldn't change it. What high school did you go to? The best school in the world, EK, in the car. Hello. I feel like some at the car cougars gonna watch this and be like, hello. We bleed purple and gold, the real purple and gold. What made you want to start doing videos? My sister has always made me, my sister Diane has always been like, you should do videos, just do the videos. So she just started recording me when I was young and I used to just hate it. But then I just really was like, let me start doing it. And it kind of blew up like overnight. And I just was like, okay, well maybe we on to something here, you know, like, okay. And it just kind of took off. What is something you always wanted to do? I've always wanted to jump out of a plane. Always. I'm going to jump out of a plane one day. I tell you no lie. It's going to happen. I'm kind of scared though. I ain't lying. I'll probably get all the way up there and be like, I changed my mind. What did you do after you got engaged? So, we wouldn't go visit our families. But that night, I remember Zelly had to work. So he was like, I'm going home. It was like 10 o'clock at night. Me, Megan, Dinah, and my friend Aaron stayed behind. And we started wedding planning. We really was like talking about dresses, bridal shower, the venue, where we about to travel to. Like we just really was on the ball. And that night when I got home, Zelly was sleeping. I woke him up out of his sleep. And we slow danced in the kitchen to Love Don't Change by Jeremiah. It was just amazing. I just couldn't believe. I was like, wow, you really want to be with me for the rest of your life. You're really crazy for that. And you don't even know it. You know, I'm thrown off. How many siblings do you have? That was really fast. I read that, huh? How many siblings do you have? I have one older brother and 2 older sisters. So I have 3 siblings total. I'm the baby. How was your wedding day? It was amazing. That's another day that I wish, my honeymoon, my wedding day, I wish I could do over and over again. Like, I love looking at the pictures and videos. It was just really a day filled with joy, just pure joy, you know. It wasn't hard, it was easy, it was smooth, it was really joyful. It really was. I always say I wish I could go back, you know. It was no complications. Everything went smooth, you know, and even after the wedding, like the turn up after, it was just fun. It was really positive energy. It was really all love, genuine love, and I love that. What's the most important things in your life? My son, my husband, my family. That's really it. Everything else can come and go, you know. Oh, looky here. We reached the bottom of the bowl. Damn, I ran through them 25 questions fast, huh? All right, y'all, send me some more questions. The next one, stay tuned because my husband will be joining me for the next one. So send me some questions y'all want to know about us too and about our life, and we're going to talk about it. Thank y'all for watching. Follow me at everything_Elz. Elz Rachel, logging out.